Did somebody say a CrossFit benchmark workout? Today we have Cindy, AMRAP 20, 5 pull-up, 10 push-up, 15 air squats. Now, I know what you're thinking. If you don't have a pull-up bar, there are so many modifications, it's crazy. We're gonna start off by showing you the pull-up. Make sure that you start with your arms fully extended at the bottom and your chin over the bar at the top. If you wanna beef Cindy up a little bit, I would go with a strict pull-up today. You could also go with a ring row if you have rings at your house. Make sure that you're pulling your chest to the rings and with the arms fully extended again at the bottom. Now, let's say you have an odd object at your house like a backpack. Lindsay's gonna show you 2 different ways to row. The first way is we're gonna hinge and row that backpack to our chest. Awesome. From there, you could also go with a 1-arm row, hinge, row up again. Remember with this one, you'd switch hands, probably go 5 and 5. Let's also say you have a dumbbell. We could do the exact same thing. You could go with a double dumbbell row, which is hands on either side of the dumbbell, rowing up. And then you could also go single arm. And again, 5 and 5 there. Now, one other thing to think about before we move into the push-up is if you have a lighter dumbbell, a way for you to make this feel a little bit more difficult is to do something called like a tempo row. So instead of going straight up and straight down, maybe you're bringing it up at a 3 count, holding for 3 seconds, and then back down. Again, that's a way to use a lighter dumbbell and make it feel a bit more difficult. Now, let's talk about the push-up. The push-up is your standard push-up. Chest touches the ground, thighs are off the ground, arms fully extended at the top. Now, if you wanted to make this a little bit more difficult, we could go with a hand release variation that would look like this. Chest touches the ground, hands release, press up to full extension. Now, let's quickly chat about modifying the push-up as well. Lindsay could come on over to a bench and do the same thing. Remember, her elbows are tracking back, her chest is touching the bench every single time. Now, if you don't have an elevated surface, you could certainly do a knee push-up that looks like this. The knees are on the ground, Lindsay's maintaining that strong plank position the whole time, chest touches, pressing to full extension. Awesome. Now, from here, we're just gonna talk about our air squat. You know it, you love it, you did it today when you went to the bathroom. All right, Lindsay's gonna go ahead and make sure that her feet are firmly on the ground. Hip crease will travel below parallel, standing all the way up at the top. Remember to finish your squats, everybody does it. Now, let's talk some strategy in this workout today. In an AMRAP 20, you know that we're looking for a nice consistent effort throughout the 20 minutes. When I do Cindy, the thing that I like to do is do my first round, take a look at the clock, and then I try and replicate those rounds over the 20 minutes. When we're thinking about one movement that will certainly break down, we know it's going to be the push-up. So if you know you can't do 20 minutes of 10 straight push-ups, very few people can, break them early and often. Remember that the air squats are free. Have fun.